Greetings, your lordship. Your timing is impeccable. An aged servant with the bearing of a veteran approaches the two of you. In a precise movement, he replaces the untouched cup of cold recaf in front of the Lord Inquisitor with a new one, slightly steaming. The warrior of Fenris folds his arms on his ceramite-plated chest, regally, and says in a dour voice, "Greetings, Inquisitor. You and I need to talk." Calcazar bows respectfully. "Glory to the Emperor's angels of Fenris. Your words will be heeded, my lord?" Oh. First time I see him acting this way. Look at Calcazar's solitary cup. Hospitality is not the Inquisition's forte, I see. Yeah, well, let's do a power play, I guess. May the Emperor's mercy ensure that you never have cause to experience the hospitality of the Inquisition. Frostshire, see to our guest. Calcazar's voice seems to endow the servant with a phenomenal ability to move instantly through the space. A cup of recaf appears in front of you before the sound of the Lord Inquisitor's voice dies again. Calcazar notices Argenta and inclines his head with a dignified air. "Sister?" The Battle Sister's eyes gleam as the Lord Inquisitor addresses her. "May your path be blessed. It is gratifying to see that the trials endured by the Expanse have failed to extinguish the flame of your fortitude. Lady Navigator Cassia, I hear that House Orselio is going through a difficult time. Change is coming. I sincerely hope it is for the better. Your colors, Lord Inquisitor, are as rich as they are multifaceted. I have never encountered anything like it before. Unclouded hues flowing from one to the next. Amazing harmony. Amazing and frightening. That a man of such status and talent has taken an interest in the well-being of a Navis nobility house is a great honor. O Lord Inquisitor, smiting spear of the Imperium, with the gold of faith cutting through the nebulae of the Coronasix. If I were you, Mr. Sidari, I would endeavor not to draw the Inquisition's attention to my person. A Mercatum Tabula Officiale can do many things. Reattaching a head to a body is not one of them. Hey now. Watch it, bitch. Her and I have something going. Lay a finger and I'll fucking... Alright, anyway. Got carried away there, huh? Sip your recaf. No, fuck that. That's a sign of... after that comment, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to carry the cup and waste their time and resources, you know? I escaped from Camorra, where I was held captive by Xenos. You escaped from the Dark City, a feat that few have accomplished, truly. I congratulate you on a exceptional performance, and I won't even mar your triumph by telling you that the Inquisition will of course be watching you very closely henceforth. I sincerely hope that your grand escape was not part of the Xenos' devious machinations. I'm pretty sure it's not. It's burning in hell right now. The Dark City, that is. One of your acolytes, Emiliana, accused you of cooperating with Xenos. I would remind you that the particularities of the Inquisition's work lie far beyond a rogue trader's purview, but you just accused me of possibly working with Xenos. So, take that. Given the circumstances, yes, Acolyte Leichenhardt's words are true. It has been several years since I established contact with the Drukhari. They informed me of upcoming raids, and I thwarted them. I kept the Expanse safe while the Xenos were absorbed in their internal squabbles, which are of little interest to me. Strictly speaking, one might regard my actions in this situation as unorthodox, at the very least. In reality, however, they are undoubtedly beneficial. Acolyte Leichenhardt has demonstrated her inability to surmount the bounds of convention, and had she been in my position, the Expanse would have likely already fallen under the blows of the present crisis. Fortunately for you, she is not, and the Drukhari, drained by their power struggles and bereft of their best raiders, can do nothing more than just run away from my fleets. Your lordship, I hope it goes without saying that I would appreciate you not spreading dangerous and misleading rumors of it going forward, and keeping the content of this conversation private. Given the current state of affairs, I would have to treat such actions as subversive. So thank you in advance for your considerate silence. Well, you can assume as much, but yeah. You wish to speak to the Lord Inquisitor, Ulfar? Indeed. You petitioned our aid in fighting Xenos. We split much alien blood, but the wind of battle carried me far, and I lost contact with my pack. Do you know where I could seek out my brothers, the Baleful Howl? I'm afraid not. According to the information in my possession, they withdrew from the battle raging in the Expanse. You lie. The Baleful Howl would never run from battle. Ulfar's reply to the outrageous claim is surprisingly calm. Only the frosty chill of death born of his voice and carried across the room makes everyone's hair stand on end. Man, I wish I had that aura about me. You just have to be 7 feet tall, I guess. People disappearing in the vicinity of the Inquisitor is always cause for suspicion. What do you mean by withdrew? Contrary to my request to continue hunting the Xenos, they embarked on an expedition whose objective is unknown to me. There has been no word from them since. Sounds suspicious. This is not how we wolves conduct ourselves. I could tell you no more. As you well know, your pack preferred to report their plans and intentions to me. Preferred not to. Okay. People disappear in the vicinity of the Inquisitor, always cause for suspicion. If this is some scheme of yours, dare I remind you that your presence in the Expanse is not a favor to me, but the promised repayment of a debt. I was not so haughty when I returned your lost brother to Fenris. I did not demand recompense for my faithful servants who died saving him. I kept secret those details that could have damaged your honor. Why, then, does your gratitude taste so poisonous? The mention of Ulfar's lost brother makes him grind his teeth in anger before he falls sullenly silent. Is there any way you can help find them? No, but I believe I know someone who is better informed, and I will name that person as soon as we finally start discussing the matter that prompted me to summon your lordship. What help do you want from me? Froster, if you please. The Inquisitor nods imperiously at the servant, who draws some kind of remote control from his pocket. All sounds whose sources are more than 3 meters away fade to nothing. Handy. That's cool. To my jargon, or Jagrin, the ability to be in 2 places at once does not number among my talents. That is why I wish for you to serve in my stead. I place such trust in very few people, you understand? You will feel what it is to walk in my shoes and attempt to compel a gaggle of quarrelsome blockheads to work together. You will reconquer Euphrates too for me. Froster, another recaf, This one has gone cold. This is your third one, dipshit. Or even... Pascal jerks his head up, clearly recognizing the name Calcazar just uttered. Is your valet... Is he your valet or another Inquisition assassin? Why can't both be true? Froster has been a member of my retinue for 50 Terran years, and the person in my entourage who comes closest to being my confidant. We have had cause to be involved in many incidents whose reports have since been marked with a seal of silence. Froster nods deferentially, and on his aged, jowled face appears an expression caught between eternal loyalty, motherly affection, and religious devotion. Creepy. Can you tell me more about Eophraites 2? A sacred world of the Adeptus Mechanicus, off limits to laypeople. I am one of the few who do not worship the Omnissiah to have set foot on its surface, or rather, I was. Now it is crawling with unbelievers. Despicable word-bearers attacked the captured Eophraites 2, and the cult of the Final Dawn brought an entire horde of heretics to the planet. Registering a Sanctity Alpha priority mission, the scourge of corruption misbelievers reigning over the Blessed Workshops fills the Omnissiah's faithful with anguish. Activating auto-assisticism protocol, I offer a prayer for the liberation of the sacred world. From beneath Pascal's crimson robe comes the sound of mechanisms wiring to life, and dark bloodstains streak across the fabric. I sent my troops to aid the explorators' forces laying siege to the world, but a rift occurred among the commanders. They need an authoritative general, and you are perfect for that role. My confidence is not misplaced, I trust. The situation is clear. You will be given the details when you arrive in orbit around Eophraites 2. Okay, we will smash the heretics. I never doubted you, your lordship. The Emperor protects. This document attests to the extraordinary powers you now have at your disposal. I'm counting on your success, Magnus. Alright. And that finishes Footfall. I just want to take a look. Wow, we're very far from Zealot. Is it even possible without using Toy Box? It's kind of stupid. Then again, they have a lot of DLCs planned, which should add side content, I imagine. Yet, it's kind of disappointing that you can't get to the 5th one. Till the start of the next turn, the rogue trader becomes immune to any attacks from daemons and xenos, and all daemons and xenos in a 5-cell radius consider them a priority target. So amazing for tanks, really. Quite amazing. Well.
Know your duty.
I'll get back on the ship, do a manual save, and I'm afraid we are kind of done for today. Next time, we'll wrap up Chapter 4. It's just one giant map with a few boss fights. Rat hunting. Did I miss something? Oh. Yeah. We just have to talk to Jay and that wraps up the quest. So I'll do that because I'll forget next time I start. So we just get back on the bridge, finish Jay's thing, and call it a day. But yeah, as I was saying, next time, next stream, whatever you want to say. We finished chapter 4. We tried to also finish chapter 5. It's not super lengthy, but the fights in it alone take a solid 10 to 20 minutes.
Shireen, O glorious son of dozens of worlds and billions of subjects, have you come to converse with Jai Haidari about the sweetness of her soul? Or do you wish to speak to a trade representative of the Imperium? Well, does the guise of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse suit me? It is hard to argue against words as wise as they are sweet, Shireen. Except sometimes guises meld with the skin of their unfortunate owners, and the only way to take them off is to tear skin from flesh. That is not something I want. Not anymore.
How's your gang faring, Jay?
Like you need to ask, Shireen. These Ashmags and Kashaz are tenacious. They lick their wounds faster than the Aji themselves. Tora finally got an implant for her jaw. Now she can speak properly instead of braying like a toothless donkey. She's been recruiting, strapping guys and gals too, because Falco culled our ranks. May the Aji savage the soul of that interstellar piranha.
You said he wanted to reflect on what happened.
Oh, yes, Shireen. And here is what I think. Since the day we first met, I have been tossed about like a boat in a storm. Battered, dashed against the rocks, lashed by the waves. And then I was flung onto the shore, and a fabulous gift washed up beside me. A precious pearl of the deep. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale. And it was not fate, or the glitter of golden bubbles that steered me on that voyage. Oh no. I realize the power of those who hide in the blinding light of luminaries such as yourself, Sherry. Power that lies in being a shadow that upholds order and light by skirting around antiquated laws. I will become that shadow, Sherry. Perhaps I will even be your shadow. Not another pawn of the Casbalica mission, but a shadow baron of the Expanse in my own right. A power far more imperious and formidable than any penny-pinching steward.
Well, kind of curious to pick something else, but I thought we'd have more options now that we're like together, or something like that, right? On my first playthrough, I did make her a Shadow Baron, and her ending slide was not really that interesting. A few lines, and then the rest of it is about her going mysteriously incognito, which makes sense for a Shadow Baron, I guess. Do as you see fit.
Then it is decided. Starting today, I will sail toward the future I choose. What a thrill it would be to ride the waves wherever they want to take me.
Jay's communication device lights up, indicating an incoming message. She gives you a polite nod, looks away, and focuses on the message that is being transmitted to her comm bead. With each passing moment, her expression darkens, and then she cuts off the transmission with a nervous gesture. What was that about?
Nothing important, really. Just a small commercial matter.
So we do small commercial matters. Since when do small commercial matters make you so nervous?
Fine. Maybe it's better to let you know.
Oh. Shireen, I've received an important message. Mercy and the Mission Circle want to see me. Quite the honor. I won't lie and say it's completely safe, but perhaps you wouldn't mind coming with me. Of course, yeah. Thank you, it means a lot. It won't keep you away from important matters. Oh. Okay. Interesting. That is new. That is definitely new. Let's hope it doesn't take too much time. Interesting setup, guys. Cozy. Tense faces turn toward you. The faces of people who are hard-nosed, hard-fisted, and hard-hearted. The cult traders maintain a deferential silence, which is broken only by the hiss of the smoldering Iho roll-up being smoked with relish by a dark-haired, aristocratic-looking man in a sumptuous coat. Octaviana, who is seated next to the regal-looking stranger, quietly but in a commanding voice declares, "The seats have been claimed. Now we discuss the trade." Her words sound weight, the opening of a ritual litany. Jay, her face frozen in a battle mask, glares at the dark-haired stranger, who responds with a subtle, patronizing smile. I have come to inform you all of how you will be doing business henceforth. I advise you to listen well. Shall we take the reins on this meeting? I'll just nod at Jay. I don't know what's going on here exactly. So, before I put my foot in my mouth, let's take it easy. Quite vox to you all. Chegnars, rogue trader Magnus von Valencius, has come to our meeting to ensure that his interests will not be harmed. Greetings, your lordship. I am Mercy, the organizer of this gathering of upstanding and enterprising men and women. The jubilation that was engendered in my soul at the news of your visit was not overshadowed even by the host of questions it raised, primarily about how your interests came to lie in such close proximity to ours, that I was granted the honor of seeing you at a meeting of the mission's highest circle. Questions arise and are resolved, and the wise should not darken their hearts with them. He gives you a radiant smile. The circle will hear J. Amira Fathrin Tamiri Ash Ifrit. Mercy pronounces all your companions' names with deliberate meticulousness, never taking his laughing eyes off her. I am laying claim to Falco's business, his territory, and his crew. He tried to take mine and he lost, so now I will take his. And I want the circle to endorse my claim. Jay continues the staring match with Mercy, aiming every word at him like a bullet between his eyes. That's my girl. Is that so? Frowning, Mercy exchanges a look with the other cold traders, as though reading some kind of answer in their glassy eyes. He shakes his head. Can the circle agree to that? After all, Falco's sentence was not handed down by us, but by you alone. Does that mean that now you speak for us, and instead of us, a dangerous proposition? I am certain that Jay's management of Falco's asset will be more profitable for the Kazbalika. I advise against getting into a dispute with the rogue trader. The consequences for you will be very unpleasant. Okay, let's go with the first option. Oh shit, 0% on everything. Okay, let's see what her argument is to support it. I'm confident she could pull a solid deal here. Jay takes a deep breath and with a compelling seriousness says, "You did not stop Falco from robbing me. You did not stop him from killing my friends. Has the circle voted for my removal? Not as far as I know. Either you admit that you allowed Falco to break the rules, or you have to act like they still matter. According to the rules, Falco was out of line, and I punished him. On your behalf, let's say, so his trade is my trophy, and the circle's reward for my trouble." Mercy's laughter, velvety and appealing, causes Jay's brows to furrow in torment. You listened well, Shireen. You found yourself accused, and so you cast an accusation in return. A logical move. But what Vox will pick up your voice in the void? What friends will repeat Jay Hidari's words spoken here? The rogue traitor? No. What friends in the organization? You have none. Though you once did. Mercy's gaze on Jay is patronizing and strangely sympathetic. Jay responds with a brittle smile. The ease with which you read my heart frightens me, Shireen. That's the backup plan? An assassination attempt. The crashing sounds of doors being kicked in and screams fill the room. The sharp tang of burning Fisseline hangs in the air. The cold traders freeze, given the barrels pointed at them their full attention. An old familiar expression appears on Jay's face, the look of a satisfied predator. Alright, I like your plan, girl. Mercy, do you remember what you have always scolded me for? You are too quick to deny the thought that you might deserve something, Shireen. That's what you said. Thank you for the lesson. This time, I will not be humble. Falco's contracts are mine. Falco's crew is mine. Speak up if you disagree. The rest of you, at ease. Oh, he's dead. Or not. Only short and bloody songs are born to the sound of weapon fire. You think you can force the whistle of the bullet that flies just past Mercy's ear, makes him swallow the rest of his florid speech. There's the Jay I remember, the one who first joined my retinue. Have you gotten the message, Mercy, or do you still have objections? Let's ask. Clamping a new Idaho roll-up between his pearly white teeth, Mercy coolly replies, I am not an idiot. I am not going to argue with a rogue traitor in a loaded auto pistol. A strange calm comes over Mercy, faced with the facts he cannot change. It seems he has simply decided not to trouble himself with any feelings on the matter. Oh, this is badass. The smug bastard finally shuts up. Why is everyone so terrified of you? I can't see it. Jay, this one needs to die. See to it. Live, but do not ever let me see your face again. I think some physical consequences are more motivating. So alright. Memento will do, I think. A huge one, apparently. Blood pours over the cold trader's face. It is sure to leave a hideous scar. Clenching his teeth, Mercy grits out, I'll remember this meeting, your lordship. I promise you that. Well, let's go for another one. His expression unchanging, Mercy says nothing as his eyes bore into you. Yours. I did not hear your answer. Disappear from Jay's life. Blood steams from his broken nose. I would not dare to refuse your lordship. I suspect you have many more equally compelling arguments up your sleeve. probably not wise to let him go, but after such a dramatic performance, I think we'll go with that option. And a long life to you, your lordship. Yeah. Well, let's give her a compliment and then leave the scene. Breaking through the avalanche of the past that was covering my grave was not easy, Shireen, but I have risen. I do believe we can consider this meeting closed. Any objections? Don't think so. Our trading is concluded. The circle will not obstruct Jay Hidari's claim. Turning away from the table, Octaviana privately winks at Jay and whispers, "What took you so long?" Alright. That was cool. How come I didn't do this the first time I did her side quest, I wonder? Is it a thing that you get for romancing her only, or... No idea. Or maybe it's because I gave Falco over to Corda. Yeah, no idea. Okay. And all we have left is the siege and some type of bugged errand or something. And with that, I will manually save and say that this is concluded. That is the stream, so. Yeah. Seem to have 3 viewers who either enjoyed or just stuck long enough to see how this played out. Either way, I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to stream, and we're getting close to the conclusion of the story, so I can't promise that it'll be a next stream, but we're getting there. Possibly 2 more streams remain, so yeah, have a good one, and peace.